Hi, this is Greg Hague. Welcome again to Real Estate Mavericks, our course on how you as a real estate professional can have a rockin' LinkedIn profile. And that is so important. I've talked about that because you know one of the first things home sellers are going to do before you even come over for the listing appointment is take a look at your LinkedIn profile. So one of the things that's absolutely critical is for you to make sure that you have great recommendations. Now, on LinkedIn, there are recommendations and there are endorsements. Endorsements are simply where you have categories like real estate, negotiating, and these different things, and people can just click and endorse you, and the number who have clicked on those down in the endorsements will show up. Those are good, but they're not nearly as powerful as recommendations. Recommendations are what people write about you, other LinkedIn members, your first level connections, people you are connected with on a first level. They have to be first level. These are what they might write about you under your professional profile. In other words, the company you're with, you'll have that down the company, and then there'll be recommendations underneath it. So you'll have your company, and then you'll have a description of what the company's all about, what you're all about, and then under that is the place where people recommend you. So what you do, the way to get this powerful third-party corroboration, and that's what it is to first, what's the strategy? Is you take your first level connections and you go in and recommend them. So you just start going through maybe one or two a day, your first level LinkedIn connections. You remember who they are. You think the good things about them. You look at their profile. You go under generally the first business, the first thing they have listed, and you write something nice about them. Make it genuine. You don't have to call them first. You can always, the way to do that, by the way, is you go to their profile and you see where you can send them a message, and then there's a little arrow, and if you click on the arrow, you have a little thing where you can see different choices, and one of them is recommend. Just click recommend, and then a thing comes up, and that's where you can type in your recommendation. So you then do the recommendation, write the nice thing, send it over to them, and they then can accept it, or they can send it back to you and ask for changes. But you know, just out of the blue, they're going to love it. They're going to think, what a nice thing. And then odds are they're probably going to reciprocate and just do the same for you. But if they don't, you can certainly ask them if they would. And that is a way to build over time an enormous amount of LinkedIn recommendations. Now, LinkedIn considers your profile, we'll call it complete, under a particular job description when you have 3 recommendations. Don't even think about that. 3 is puny. Don't even go there. You need to have at least 10 or 15 really, really good recommendations. And remember, what you'd like when you're requesting those is for people to talk about, because you're in real estate, for people to talk about how amazing you are at selling homes, highest prices, fast sale, professional service. Those are the kind of things you want people to say, because you want to be able to use those recommendations to have sellers go in, prospective sellers, and see what other sellers and other people are saying about you. And so that's just like amazing what recommendations can do for you. And then also you can use those recommendations. Think of this. Those are really also testimonials. So you can extract sentences out of them and use them in other places on your website, your business card, and other places that you promote yourself. So LinkedIn recommendations are incredibly powerful. It's something, I have this thing where I think every day what I try to do is write at least one recommendation for someone. And number one, just a nice thing to do, and it takes just 10 minutes. And then I hope that they'll in turn reciprocate for me. So that is a great list. That is a great LinkedIn tip. Every real estate professional in the country should do that. So this is Greg Hague. Hey, I'd love to connect with you on LinkedIn if we're not already connected. So I'm Greg Hague on LinkedIn, and send me a connect request. And stay tuned for our next LinkedIn tip coming up. And if you'd like some more creative tips on how you can dominate your listing market, come on over to realestatemaverics.com and the990company.com, where we're writing the creative playbook on how, guess who, you can win in real estate.